Hello everybody, it's Karen here from Heart to Heart. Just wanted to update you on where we are at the moment with Heart to Heart and where we are with reopening. So it's been a month since we last updated you. So we just wanted to keep you informed as to where we are at the moment. I might just share a screen with you there just so that you can see where we're at. So again, we'll be looking at the three centres that we operate out of and trying to open those on a relatively phased basis, but certainly working to get things up and running as soon as possible. So we'd like to thank you for your patience with us over the last little while and for your support as well. It's been fantastic. So I'll just go through where we are with each centre just to make it a bit clearer for you. So Kilcullen, so we have control of that facility entirely. So we'll be opening for individual appointments on Friday, the 26th of June. So we'll run that clinic every Friday and certainly we'll reevaluate every couple of weeks to see how that's going for us and how people are finding it. Certainly we'll be looking a little bit different to what you're used to seeing. We'll be in scrubs. We'll have our face mask, our visor and our apron. So do bear in mind if you do book in for the appointment there, we will contact you to get as much of the subjective assessment done before the session, so we minimise our contact time and certainly we'll just we'll have your testing ready for when you arrive at that appointment. So just be aware we're following all the necessary guidelines to keep you and us safe. We're hoping to reopen the actual face-to-face group sessions, whether they will be a little bit smaller than you're used to as well. We're hoping to look at that for the 20th, 21st of July. We're just working with the Health and Safety Authority, just getting advice on that at the moment. And obviously we'll be following government guidelines with that as well. So again, we're undergoing the return to work, the COVID-19 protocol here in Kilcullen. So in my Merrion, at the moment, the centre itself are looking at opening the centre and there's completing a necessary assessment and then their access points and the safety around those with hand sanitation units, etc. So we'll be able to control the safety precautions within the room that we're in and our sanitation and testing centre. So we just need to assess that once they're up and running to see if actually accessing our room is safe for you. Once we're happy with that, then we'll be able to move forward with the group sessions there. We're targeting opening late July. That might be later pending how the systems are running in Merrion and how quickly things are got in place there. Again, we're undergoing the COVID-19 return to work safely protocol there. So we met with UCD on Wednesday. So they're actually opening the UCD sport facility on the 21st of July. So that's very hopeful for them. They're the first facility to open on UCD. And they do have their own health and safety section UCD that are helping them with opening that. So again, we're working well with UCD at the moment to get the necessary processes in place. We're also negotiating the space that we're using so that we can control that space a little bit better rather than the transition times and spaces that we use at the moment. So we're hopeful that we'll be able to negotiate that before we start open. So at the end of July, we're hoping to assess their processes and with fine tuning with that, then we're hoping that that Better Hearts program there will reopen early August. Again, we're undergoing the return to work safely protocol with UCD. So the staff at Heart to Heart, so we're undergoing World Health Organization standard training to all aspects of care, cleaning, PPE application, and obviously taking off as well. So the staff are undergoing training at the moment for that. We'll be trained in process and procedure prior to returning to work. So obviously we'll be doing a safety check with you before you arrive at the clinic, and all staff will be trained on how to go through that process in the first place. If there's anything picked up, you'll be advised on where to go to next. So we're working hard on that to get those processes in place for you for the 26th. So again, as we said before, we'll look a little bit different with our full attire. So we'll be in grey scrubs We'll have aprons, visor and mask, and gloves as well. So just to bear that in mind, again, undergoing the safety to return to work protocol as per COVID-19. So I suppose just to, put it all together at the moment where we are, the online sessions will continue for the foreseeable future until we have our face-to-face up and running again. And we do foresee that the online sessions will continue as part of the heart-to-heart offering going forward. So our next session, 6-week cardiovascular training session, is due to take place on the 23rd of June. And that runs for 6 weeks on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock. There are also individual appointments starting in Kilcullen on Friday, the 26th of June. So we're very much looking forward to getting back to business, getting back to looking after you. We've had a couple of challenges over the last few months. Well, we hope we've overcome some of them. Our main issue at one point was the postage. We're back in Kilcullen now, so hopefully all our systems are in place here, so we'll be able to be more timely with getting monitors and correspondence back out to you. So apologise for those delays over the last few months. Do feel free to contact us at any time. We're always here to help you on your journey, or if you're unsure as to where to go next with your cardiac care, do give us a call at any stage. And we hope you stay safe and well, and we hope to see you in the future. Thank you very much for your time.